Hey guys, what is up? It is Mr. Baconman 26 here today with a brand new game video. Except today it's not Call of Duty. It's not Mario. It's Little Big Planet. And I haven't made any videos of Little Big Planet yet, but I have had this game for quite a while. So I felt like I should do a video on this game. Plus it's really fun. And so yeah, sorry. So this first video, this first tutorial video, is going to be about, hear that little jingling, that's my dog, sorry, is going to be about moving walls and like platforms. And what I mean by that is not ones that really move, they're the ones that move in and out of layers. And those are pretty cool. I've seen them in the story mode levels and in community levels, and I've wanted to figure out how to make it. Started just playing around with some stuff and got it to work. So this is how I did it. It's quite simple, yet adds a great touch to any level. Alright, so first off, what you want to get is go down to your simple logic and grab a microchip, because microchips make the world happier. And my dog just went upstairs. Alright, anyway, we want that block of cardboard to move in and out of a layer. So we're going to use an in/out mover. So we're just going to stick that onto the microchip. And then of course we want it so that when the player is in a certain area of the block, that it moves. So we're going to tweak the player setting, and we're going to shrink this down to about 8. And we're going to set this one to move all the way back. Input action, move to back. That's what we want. We're going to set this to on and off. And we're going to copy this. And we're going to copy this. Now the reason being, we have this one so that it moves back when your character goes to it. But we also want it to come back forward. And he's back. Sorry, my dog just came back down. Alright, so, and we also want the block to come back forward as soon as you leave the area of the block. So what we want to do is we want to hook this up again to the second one, except we want this one to move out once. We want it to move out once. So, go to play mode, that thing's going to drop down and stop moving. Why is it? Because if you look here, they were both going off at the same time. They both lit up. And we don't want them both to light up. So, we're going to go and set this one to invert. Now that that's inverted, this one's on, this one's off. I don't know if you can really see that, but the one on the top is on, the one on the bottom is off. If I move down, in front of the box, the other one is on. Now, of course, this is not exactly what I want. It's doing the exact opposite. So, I'm going to invert this one and not invert this one. And of course, that's more I like it. So, turns out I was wrong. And for some reason, this is just always confuses me. For some reason, I just can't keep getting this right. So, I'll repeat it. Fine. This is what's real. The top one, or the one that moves to the back, is not inverted. The bottom one is. The one that moves to front. Alright. So now, we have your block that moves back as soon as you walk in front of it. Another thing, you need the block to be in the middle. Just have to, I'm pretty sure you can't put it here. Can't work because you need to get in front of it. Can't put it in the back, or else it won't have anywhere to go back to. So, that is basically it. But it's not all of it. Now, we want it so that it has more than one layer, because we don't want just this one block to move back and forth, because that's not fun. I mean, it's fun, but it's not all that fun. And then if we were to take up like a wall of dark matter, set it in the background, and glued it, it's not going to move. If I move it here and move that and glue it, it'll move, but it's not what you want because you can't get around it like so. That's not what you want. What you want to do to make it be able to stay up in the air is basically you can throw out dark matter forever. All you got to do is go down to your anti-gravity tweaker, place it, set dampening to 100%, and that thing will not move unless told to move. So, but as you can see, when I walk to it, it's not moving. When I jump, it does. So what that's telling me is that my maximum detection for each player sensor has got to be bigger. And I know it looks kind of big. It looks like it might be a little overwhelmingly big. Truth is, the better. So, now what we can do is we can copy it, and I don't have grid on for some reason, but just move them in a line. And it won't go because they're too high up, and because of the anti-gravity tweaker, they're not moving. So now we got this little line, and as you can see, they're moving back, but it's kind of hard to see with one line. So let's create an actual wall with it, shall we? And it's kind of, well, how do I say it? Not moving exactly how I want it to, because I'm underneath these blocks. So, turns out, what we need to do is change the size of the maximum detection for the player sensors. So what I set it to was even too small, and it again shrunk. It shrunk. So we got to set these to about 8. And that should do it. I know, like I said before, it looks like it's going to be too much, but hey, I set it to that before, and when I shrunk it, so did the player sensor size. So having it bigger like this, and then now moving it, that's what we want. So we bring this on down, up, place, up, place, up, place. Now we got this little wall, and as you can see, I can completely run through this. I can jump. I'm barely touched by these, if at all, because this is about as big as you want it to be. There's about 4 or 5. There's about 5 moved at a time. About. Now, one really cool thing to do, and I'm not going to do it just for sake of time, is you can line them up all in big columns and lines, and then set them to neon material. So I have a little example right here. You have a neon color, set it to whatever color you want, and then, sorry, I had to delete that for just a second. Then all you do is when the bottom one is on, when the bottom sensor's on, you just take this switch from this here, I already got it right here, and you just attach it on, to that color. It looks black now, but I'm going to go into preview mode. So here's the blocks. This is what it looks like in play mode, if I were to go into play mode. And then here's the ones with the neon. Now it looks like, just probably to the viewers, probably looks like a giant black wall. But as soon as I start jumping, they start moving around, they start lighting up. I have set it basically to the colors of the rainbow. And the first line's red, next is orange, after that's yellow, then green, then blue, then purple. So what I like doing, you can jump, do the little rainbow jump, stuff like that. And you know what, that's pretty cool. And that, it adds a little fun little touch. You can try and see if whoever can climb the tower first. Since I've gotten, see, like this. And there's one last thing that I want to show you, and it was kind of what I just did just now. Basically, what you can also do with this is, let's say you wanted to have a cool way to run across this gap. Well, these just so happen to work perfectly for it. Now, if you were to take the top layer of your blocks for this wall, you can set this down as a platform, and as you walk by it, the blocks will move back just in time to catch your Sackboy, so it's as if he was walking on a flat piece of material. So that just about does it. This time with Mr. Baconman 26. I hope I get to see you again soon. And I'm going to be doing another Little Big Planet 2. This is Little Big Planet 2, by the way. Series of tutorials. Blue Griffin 66 is my PSN. Home of not that great of levels on Little Big Planet. But hey, they're levels. Not the greatest, but they're mine. So please play them if you can. Constructive criticism is always okay. And you didn't see that. I'm just putting stuff together that maybe people would like, maybe they would think it's cool. I thought it was pretty cool. I've seen it before, so it's gotta be good. So, yeah. I hope you guys like this video, and please stay tuned for any of my other videos. Please watch any old videos. Stay tuned for new videos and everything of that good nature. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.